giờ trước đó.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbour.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
She is not the concern, Watson.
Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Miss de Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Viêm vết tóc gần đây. Nói gì nữa? Đôi tay cái gì? Mở qua xem phía trước. Áo lắc. Chu đáo. Đi chuyền. 8 tuổi ở đây đi chuyền. À, cái này năm 18 mấy. Đấy. Có gì đây? Ở phía sau á. Đi ngủ nè. Cái tay bình thường mà vừa tập ra. Đánh tay què hả? Tay này mà què gì? À, này có hot rồi. Ok.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
Đây là anh Tâm.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
Please, they don't believe me.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Số 12 đường Rex 12 công an. Rồi đấy. Chào bạn. Năm sinh của Tom là 1887. Biết cách sử dụng bản đồ. Giờ hết đã rồi.
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk. North Street.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Dorset Street.
Công an.
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
Mà những người khác có gương mẫu không?
The Old Tabard Pub, North Street. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
Please, sir, find my father.
So that's why you came to see me. Tom probably reads at night.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Food's running low. It's all... Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with a...
My mother saw. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance. It's too dark. I can't see anything. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
A leather satchel, what's in it? I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
You'll find my father soon. The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it. My mother's...
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother... I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
Chapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere. I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Pumpkin! Cabbage! Cheap!
Khỏi ra xe ngựa. Biến này cái là vàng cái này.
My archive. I can always consult with it.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him.
My archive. I can always... Watson documents our adventures in here.
Không có gì hết.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the Britain.
Ngôi nhà rất là rộng. Nãy có hết rồi ta.
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand. George Hurst's work. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
Ta bác cũ.
The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
Lấy rồi sao không được ta? Lấy này luôn. Nhà nhóc ở đây. Mấy đồ bên đây. Ok.
The Old Tabard.
Rồi có thứ gì?
I don't feel thirsty. I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars
Whitechapel
everywhere.
High Street.
I don't go with this bugger everybody.
Two sons running the factory. The little one's only 70.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheek.
Sao nó không có hướng dẫn gì ta?
Just some old things.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Hello?
Well, I can see the preparations for...
Ủa rồi vậy đâu nữa ta? Đâu rồi vậy ta? Chắc giờ ngủ để tối với giờ quán rượu được.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
Phải đi làm. Chỉ có vô được quán rượu thôi, kiếm cách vô quán rượu thôi.
I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
Kỳ vậy?
The roof leaks all the time. I hope you'll find my father soon.
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. The old tabard. The old tabard pub, North Street. Good. Old clothes, soiled and worn.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins, and I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol. Equality of the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol. It's not him.
No gods, no masters.
Nước lọc nè. Có rau.
This must be the man that I'm looking for. Interesting. A missing person. We should find out more.
Dump the bosses off your backs.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Get away from me, boy!
Garbage! Cheap!
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Take a brush and get in there.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
What are you waiting for? Stop crying and get...
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stupid kid. Go.
He's still here, that's a relief. Whoa! Ah! He's still here, that's a relief.
From?
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
No place to hide here. I'd better go through the yard.
Oi! What are you doing in my garden?
man.
Rồi. Ê, cái đây rồi.
Shoeshine Jim from Trader Street. Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes. It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth. It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth.
Did you fall asleep? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning. He's talking with a cabby. I need to get closer.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm trying it doesn't look cold again. Oh no, man, it's cold.
I can't lose him now. I've lost him. I can't lose him now. I've lost him. I can't lose him now. I've lost him. I can't lose him now.
Rồi xong.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Yellow.
Locked. A lot of expense. I can't see what's inside. It's too dangerous to enter. It's too dangerous to enter. Locked.
Không thấy thì lấy cái gì để đeo vô ta.
I can't leave yet. I'm not finished here. Do only 2 people live here? I wish... Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Alo.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Là gì? Điều tra xử nhất, tra cứu bản vẽ. Đây vẽ ra.
Wiggins did a good job.
Kiếm lưu trữ. Đơn vẽ. Chìm hả?
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one I need.
Sử không phải luôn. Dược phẩm rồi.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
Cái này là gì ta?
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I That's not the one I need. That's not
Anh ta cũng có những người nghèo với cái khoản tiền quần áo ấm. Nổi tiếng là sáng lập chương trình giáo dục đặc biệt cho phép người nghèo có cơ hội học tập. Chuyên ngụ tại số 3 trường.
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activity.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right then, have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Hãy đến làm 3 tiếng. Nhà Thomas.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible
mẹ
for the
phải là cha
death
đó.
of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear? It won't and can't happen.
Ok. Vô.
Come in, please.
Không thì vô. Sao?
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Để tao check mày thử này. Lá tứ mắt đỏ nè. Không khỏe. Thiếu ngủ nè. Tiếp. Khả năng bệnh là bác sĩ nè. Theo câu lạc bộ săn bắn. Tiếp. Gì cận nè. Có rau. Có gì để coi. Bình thường. là thứ riêng của bá tước. Công thức nấu ăn. Đấy. Thuốc giảm đau. Vàng là giàu có. Đeo nhẫn là giàu có. Đấy. Chùm khăn là bị bệnh. Nhân vật không đúng. Cách cư xử và làm vậy thôi. Quần áo cho thấy không? Nắm yêu con bởi quần áo đắt tiền mà chứ những mà ông đã có không được bao.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh, you're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes, but also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has...
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Last year, 3 orphans were put through. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many... It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Bags full of food.
It's shut tight.
It's shut. It's closed. Last year... Lord Marsh. Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Tướng dưới đây là danh sách những người tham gia. I've never heard of this man. I've never heard of this.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was... I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a very large family, I imagine.
Ha, yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes. Is there something else that interests you?
Lord, it's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Despite my title, yes. Is there...
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
needs shut. Locked.
Thì sao đó ta?
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Con nhà con nhóc lại.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. A ramrod to clean a rifle. This oil can also be used on Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he would have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
I hope you'll find my father soon. This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property? No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle. Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health. I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of...
I have better things to do than roam the streets of London with Toby. I have better things to do than roam the streets of London.
Chơi lâu quá.
Search, Toby, search.
It's only a garden shed. Let's go on.
Not here. Old things. Ordinary storage. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
Sử dụng các chốt ở chính xác là không khóa.
There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. News clippings on Lords in the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. This man appears in both documents. People in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files. This case must have been full of cartridges. There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him. map of their... That's not the one I need. 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 That's not. That's not the one I. That's not the one I. That's not. That's not. That's not the one I need. That's not. That's not the one. That's not the. That's not the one. That's not the one.
Một đứa số một đứa dạng nhỏ có được sử dụng bởi hướng dẫn sinh.
Here it is.
Bây giờ
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
The window is firmly shut.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
để cứu được 200 cá nhân người mà mang theo tiếng đạn. Cùng với ta hồi khổ.
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
November 7th.
Rất thông minh.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
Dr. Watson, what are you doing?
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You are going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
This is so romantic.
Here it is. Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map. Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map. Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
Romantic. Whatever that might be.
Sometimes I wonder what world you live in, Father.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
how long you can stay alive. You scampering little rat! Here you are! Run, little rabbit, run! Where is he? Is that your blood in the snow? Where is he?
He was poor. He was poor. This man was killed recently. The body is still warm.
Find him, boys! Find him! Oh, did that hurt? in your tracks!
He was killed by a shot to the fore. My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound. The Quartermain Club. The Quartermain. This will help to dress my wound. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George Hurst, you have killed enough people.
Your insanity ends today. Drop your gun. You may have wounded me, but I won't miss you.
If I ever had you in my aim, I wouldn't have merely wounded you.
Oh, the best detective in England.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. Beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice. I was wrong.
The best detective in England.
Enough! You'll die here, Lord Marsh, and you'll die slowly.
I understand your view, Mr. Hurst. I really do, but I couldn't allow you to continue.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave. My archive. My bag with lawn bowls for the upcoming tournament. Who chased his own tail again? I should walk with you more often. My analysis. My art.